Sold on a secret auction block, runaway Omega Lila is bought for $20 million by a ruthless alpha billionaire. She thinks she's just a prize, but he recognizes her as the fated mate from his dreams, and now, the syndicate that sold her wants her back, even if it means starting a war. Prologue. The light is too warm. It's a trick, designed to make the merchandise look healthier. Golden light, like the last kiss of a summer evening, spills across the stage. But down here, in the holding pen, it just makes the shadows in the corners look darker. The air smells of stale champagne, expensive perfume, and the metallic tang of fear. My fear. Item 26 is sold. The auctioneer's voice booms, followed by a polite, cold wave of applause. A girl with hair the color of straw is led off the stage, her head bowed. She is crying, but silently. They trained us to be silent. My heart is not a heart. It is a small, cold bird, trapped in my ribs, beating its wings into a bloody mess. And now, for our final and most anticipated item of the evening, the auctioneer says, his voice dropping into a suggestive purr. A heavy hand grips my arm. On your feet, Omega. Item 27. I am item 27. I am no longer Lila. I am not the girl who ran away from a life she didn't want, only to be caught by monsters. I am not the woman who dreams of seeing the ocean. I am a thing. A number. The guard shoves me toward the steps. My legs are weak, my hands are bound in thin, silk cords. They are for decoration, but they hold me tight. I stumble onto the center of the stage. The warmth of the lights hits my skin, and I shiver. I am wearing a scrap of red silk that covers nothing. It is meant to show off the quality of my skin, the curve of my hips. I keep my eyes on the floor. I can't look at them. The bidders. They are shadows in a dark, opulent room. I can hear the murmur of their voices, the clinking of glasses. This is the underside of New York, the secret place where the powerful come to buy things that cannot be bought. Art. Secrets. People. Me. Item 27, the auctioneer declares. A true, pure-blooded Omega. 21 years of age. Untouched. Unbonded. He pauses, letting the weight of those words settle. A rare find, gentleman. So rare, in fact, she was promised. A gasp moves through the room. This I did not know. The contract with Alpha Dimitri was, unfortunately, voided. The auctioneer continues smoothly, making this a very unique, very limited opportunity. Let us start the bidding at $1 million. My stomach turns to ice. Dimitri. I know that name. He is a ghost story, a Russian alpha who controls the entire East Coast shipping route. He is brutal. He is the one I was running from. And they were going to give me to him. 1 million. A voice calls out instantly. 1.5, another snaps. I risk a glance, just one. My eyes lift. I see a sea of dark suits and hungry eyes. Alphas. All of them. Powerful, predatory, and looking at me like I am the last drop of water in a desert. 2 million, says the first voice. It sounds familiar. It's the man I was warned about. Dimitri. He is here. He has come to claim his property. My breathing stops. This is it. I will not be sold. I will be reclaimed. 2.5, a new voice says. This voice is different. It's not loud. It is quiet, cold, and cuts through the entire room like a shard of ice. 3 million, Dimitri growls. 5, says the quiet voice. The room goes completely, deathly silent. $5 million. Just like that. I follow the voice. My eyes land on him. He is sitting in the front row, almost blending into the shadows. He is not like the others. The others are leaning forward, hungry. He is leaning back, relaxed, a glass of amber liquid held loosely in one hand. His suit is dark, perfect. His hair is the color of night. He looks bored. But his eyes are not. They are fixed on me. Not on my body, not on the silk dress. He is looking at my face. $5 million, the auctioneer repeats, his voice trembling just a little. Do I hear 6? 10, Dimitri shouts. His voice is tight with anger. He stands up, a mountain of a man in the third row. She is mine. The man in the front row slowly, very slowly, lifts his glass to his lips. He takes a sip. He does not look at Dimitri. He does not look at the auctioneer. He looks only at me. His gaze is so heavy I feel like I am drowning. He lowers the glass. 20, he says, his voice still quiet, but it echoes in the silence. $20 million. Dimitri is shaking. He is furious. But even he cannot or will not go higher. The room is frozen. This is not a bid. This is a statement. This is an execution. $20 million, the auctioneer whispers, his professional calm completely shattered. Going once. Going twice. The man in the front row sets his glass down with a soft click. Sold, the auctioneer says, his voice breaking. To Alpha Vincent Cole. Vincent Cole. The name hits me like a physical blow. The Cole Group. The billionaire heir. The most powerful, most ruthless, most private alpha in all of New York. He is a legend, a shadow. And he just bought me. He rises from his chair. He doesn't wait for his security. He moves with a grace that is unnatural, a predator's fluid motion. He walks toward the stage. The golden light hits his face. He is beautiful. Not in a soft way. He is beautiful like a marble statue of a forgotten, angry god. Sharp jaw, high cheekbones, and eyes that look like polished stone. I am shaking so hard I can barely stand. Is this better? Is this worse? He is a monster, they say. A man who eats his rivals for breakfast. He stops at the edge of the stage, just below me. He doesn't motion for me. He just waits. A guard unties the silk cord on my wrist, and I rub the skin, my whole body trembling. Go, the guard hisses, shoving me. I stumble forward, my bare feet on the polished wood. I stop at the top of the stairs. He is there, at the bottom, looking up at me. I walk down the steps, one by one. I am walking to my new owner. I reach the last step. He is so tall. I have to look up. I am prepared for anything. A cruel word. A possessive grip. He does nothing. He just watches me, his face a cold, unreadable mask. And then he does something strange. He leans his head forward, just an inch. He inhales. A deep, slow breath. His eyes, which were cold stone, suddenly flash with a fire so hot I flinch. The mask cracks. Just for a second. I see something wild under the surface. Something possessive. Something hungry. He straightens up. The mask is back. Come, he says. It is the first word he has spoken. It is not a request. He turns and walks away, expecting me to follow. I am Lila. I am 21 years old. And I am the property of Alpha Vincent Cole. I hope this prologue has you on the edge of your seat. Tell me, where are you watching this from? And what's the weather like where you are today? I'm sending this from a warm room, and I hope it finds you well. Please, if you want to know what happens next, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and be sure to turn on the notification bell. It tells me you want more of Lila's story. Chapter 1. The word come hangs in the air, but he is already moving. My body, programmed by weeks of terror and obedience, simply follows. I am a ghost in his shadow. I put one foot in front of the other, my bare feet padding silently on the plush, blood-red carpet. The moment we step through the high, arched doorway and out of the auction hall, the world explodes. It is not chaos. It is the opposite. It is a terrifying, cold, and perfect storm of control. For men, all dressed in the same dark, perfect suits as Vincent, appear from the shadows. They move in a diamond formation around us. They are walls. They are shields. They are his. I see Alpha Dimitri, the man I was promised to, burst from the auction room behind us, his face purple with rage. Cole, he bellows. You cannot do this. She is. Dimitri never finishes his sentence. One of Vincent's men, a tall man with a scar that splits his left eyebrow, moves so fast I almost miss it. He doesn't look at Dimitri. He just steps into his path. A living wall. The transaction is complete, Mr. Ivanov, the guard says, his voice as flat as a razor. I will kill you all. Dimitri roars. Vincent Cole doesn't stop. He doesn't turn. He doesn't even slow down. He acts as if the man screaming murder behind him is nothing but a buzzing fly. He is the center of the storm, and I am being pulled along in his calm. We move through a maze of stone corridors, the secret foundations of the city. The air is cool and damp. I am still wearing the scrap of red silk, and my skin is erupting in goosebumps. I wrap my arms around myself, a small, useless gesture. We round a corner and stop. A private elevator, all black steel and dark glass, is waiting. The doors slide open. Vincent steps inside. He turns, his tall frame filling the doorway. He looks at me. He is waiting. My feet are frozen to the floor. The elevator is a box. A trap. The guard with the scar gently, but firmly, places a hand on my back. In, he says. I stumble in. The 4 guards file in after me, filling the space. The doors slide shut. I am in a steel box with 5 strange men. 5 predators. And I am the only prey. I press myself into the corner, trying to make myself small. The elevator is silent. No music. Just the sound of my own rabbit-quick breathing. Vincent Cole is staring at the wall in front of him. He is still, like a statue. I watch his reflection in the dark mirrored glass. His face gives away nothing. He is an alpha, but he is not projecting power like Dimitri did. This is worse. Dimitri's power was hot, like a fire. Vincent's is cold. It is the vast, deep, crushing power of the bottom of the ocean. The elevator dings softly and the doors open. We are in a private, underground garage. A long, black, armored car is waiting, its engine already purring. A guard opens the back door. Vincent gets in. He looks at me. That same, heavy, waiting look. I understand. I get in. The leather seats are so soft they feel like water. The inside of the car smells like him, a scent I can't place. Something like old books and winter air, and something metallic. Like steel. The doors thud shut. The sound is so final. The car pulls out into the night, gliding through the streets of New York. I can see the city lights blurring past, but the glass is thick and dark. I cannot hear the traffic. I am in a silent, moving vault. I do not know how long we drive. 5 minutes? An hour? My sense of time is broken. Vincent has not spoken. He has not looked at me. He is on his phone. It is not a normal phone. It looks like a solid piece of black glass. He types with his thumbs, his movements fast and precise. He is a businessman. He just made a $20 million purchase. I am an asset. I look down at my hands. They are still bound by the silk cord. It's useless, but it's there. A symbol. I am so tired. A deep, bone-weary exhaustion settles on me. The adrenaline from the auction is gone, leaving only a hollow space. The car slows and stops. We are in another underground garage. The door is opened. He gets out. I get out. Another elevator. This one is different. It is all glass and bright, warm light. It opens directly into. My breath catches. We are in a penthouse. But that word is too small. We are in a palace in the sky. We have stepped out onto the top floor of a skyscraper. The walls are all glass, 2 stories high, and the whole of New York City is spread out below us like a carpet of diamonds. The lights of the city are the only lights in the room. Mrs. Stone will show you to your room, Vincent says. He is already walking away from me, shrugging off his suit jacket. He tosses it onto a chair that looks more like art than furniture. He rolls up the sleeves of his white shirt. A woman with her gray hair pulled into a severe bun is standing by a staircase. She looks at me with open distaste. Her eyes travel over the red silk, the bare feet, the tangled hair. "This way," she says. Her voice is sharp. I look at Vincent's back. He is pouring himself a drink at a massive, dark wood bar. He is done with me. The transaction is over. I follow Mrs. Stone. We walk across floors that feel like polished ice. We go up a staircase that seems to float in the air. She stops at a set of double doors and opens them. "Your clothes are in the closet. The bathroom is through there. Dinner will be sent up." The alpha does not like to be disturbed when he is working. I step inside. The room is bigger than the entire apartment I grew in. A huge soft bed, a fireplace, and another wall of glass, looking out over the city. "Thank you," I whisper. Mrs. Stone just sniffs. "See that you are clean before you touch anything." She closes the doors. I wait, listening. I hear her footsteps fade. I walk to the door and, very slowly, I push the handle. It is not locked. I open it an inch. I see the long, empty hallway. I close it. I walk to the bathroom. It is a room of white marble. A bathtub deep enough to swim in. A shower with 10 different nozzles. On the vanity, there is a small, sharp pair of scissors. For cutting threads, I think. I pick them up. The metal is cold. I turn and look at my wrist. The red silk cord. I place the blade on the silk. Snip. The cord falls away. I drop the scissors. I turn on the shower as hot as I can stand it. I step in. The water hits my skin and I scrub. I scrub away the dirt, the fear, the smell of the auction house. I scrub until my skin is raw. When I step out, I find silk pajamas laid out on the bed. They are dark blue. I put them on. They feel too soft, too expensive. I look in the mirror over the fireplace. A girl stares back at me. Her hair is dark and wet, plastered to her head. Her eyes are too big. She is wearing silk pajamas in a room that costs more than she will ever make. She does not look like Lila. I am clean. I am fed. I am in a palace. And I have never, in my entire life, felt more like a prisoner. I walk to the massive glass wall. I press my forehead against the cool surface. Down below, the city is alive. People are going to dinner. They are in taxis. They are laughing. They are free. A soft click sounds from behind me. I do not have to turn. I know, with a sudden, sinking certainty, what it is. It is the sound of the lock on my new, beautiful, gilded cage. Chapter 2. I have been a ghost for 3 days. I live in the palace in the sky, and I do not exist. My cage is beautiful. The silk pajamas were replaced by a closet full of soft wool sweaters, perfectly fitting jeans, and simple, elegant dresses in shades of gray, cream, and navy. There is food. So much food. Mrs. Stone, the severe housekeeper, delivers 3 meals a day on a silver tray. She places it on the table by the window, sniffs in my general direction, and leaves. The lock is always on. I have explored every inch of my prison. It is not just a bedroom. It is a suite. There is a small library, a second bathroom, and a balcony. The balcony door is sealed shut. I spend my hours at the glass wall. I watch the city. I watch the helicopters fly below me. I watch the sun rise, turning the glass towers of Manhattan to gold, and I watch it set, painting the sky in bruises of purple and orange. I am a bird, trapped in a glass tower, and I have forgotten how to sing. I have not seen him. Not once. I hear him sometimes. His voice. It is a low, powerful rumble from the floors below. He is always on the phone or in a meeting. I have learned to listen for him. The merger is non-negotiable. Break them. I don't care what the zoning board says. Buy the building. Buy the board. Find him. And make him disappear. He is a king, ruling his dark, glittering world. And I am the pet he forgot he bought. The silence is the worst part. The silence and the loneliness. In the holding pen, with the other girls, we were terrified, but we were together. We held hands in the dark. We whispered our names to each other so we would not be forgotten. Here, there is only me. On the fourth day, I am so desperate for a human voice that I try to talk to Mrs. Stone. The food is very good, I say, as she sets down my lunch tray. My voice is scratchy from disuse. She stops, her hand on the doorknob. She turns, her face a mask of pinched disapproval. The alpha requires the best, she says. Please, I whisper, a wave of desperation making me bold. Please, can you tell him? Can you ask him? What does he want from me? Mrs. Stone looks at me, and for the first time, I see something other than distaste. I see pity. It is a cold, sharp pity that is almost worse. My dear, she says, and the word is not kind. He does not want anything from you. He already has you. She leaves. The lock clicks. Her words break something in me. The fear cracks. And underneath it, there is rage. It is a hot, sharp thing. I am not a pet. I am not a ghost. I am Lila. I spend the rest of the day pacing. I am a wolf in a cage, and the bars are made of glass and steel. That night, I do not sleep. I wait. The sky is just beginning to soften from black to a deep, bruised purple when I hear it. The sound of the elevator dinging. He is home. I hear his heavy, confident footsteps in the main hall, 2 floors below. I hear the clink of a glass. I am going to do this. I am going to face him. My door is locked. But I remember the balcony. I go into the small library and grab a heavy, bronze statue of a wolf. It is ironic. I go to my bedroom and I smash the statue against the glass door to the balcony. It doesn't break. The glass is thick. Armored. I hit it again. And again. I am sobbing, my rage giving me strength. I am screaming, a raw, wordless sound. The glass cracks. It does not shatter. It just spiders. I hear new sounds. Running footsteps. Shouting. My door bursts open. I spin around, the heavy statue still in my hand, raised to strike. Vincent Cole is standing in the doorway. He is not alone. The 4 guards who took me from the auction are behind him, their hands on the weapons hidden under their suits. But they do not move. Vincent holds up one hand. He looks at me, his eyes wide with a strange, unreadable emotion. He looks at the cracked glass. He looks at the statue in my hand. He is not wearing a suit. He is in black sweatpants and a simple gray t-shirt that pulls tight across his shoulders. His hair is messy, like he has been running his hands through it. He looks human. And then his eyes land on me. He takes one step into the room. And he inhales. It is the same as at the auction. A deep, sharp intake of air. His eyes, which were clear, suddenly darken. They turn black. Get out, he snarls. His guards are gone in a second. The door closes, leaving just the 2 of us. He does not move. He just watches me. Put it down, he says. His voice is a low growl. I am shaking. But I do not put it down. No, I say, my voice trembling. Not until you talk to me. I am talking to you. No, I scream. You are hiding me. You bought me, and you locked me in a cage, and you left me here to rot. What do you want? Why am I here? Am I your toy? Am I your prisoner? Just tell me. The tears are streaming down my face now, hot and angry. He takes another step. You are not a prisoner. The door is locked. I shriek. It is locked, he says, his voice dangerously soft, to keep them out. Not to keep you in. You are lying. You left me here. I haven't seen you in 4 days. I have not seen you, he says, his jaw tight, because I have been trying to figure out how to be in the same room with you without losing control. I don't understand. Control? You are the most in control man in the world. He laughs. It is not a nice sound. It is a sharp, bitter bark of a laugh. You think so, he says. He takes another step. He is close now. Too close. I have been in meetings for 3 days. I have been negotiating the hostile takeover of a billion-dollar company. I have been threatening men who would shoot you on sight. He is only a few feet away. I can feel the heat coming off him. And the entire time, he whispers, I could not think. I could not breathe. All I could smell was you. You are on the 20th floor. I am on the 18th. And I can smell you. Like cinnamon. Like home. My hand, the one holding the statue, is shaking so hard I can barely hold it. I don't know what you mean, I lie. My own wolf, the small, quiet omega part of me, is screaming. She is screaming, mate. Don't you? He asks. He is right in front of me now. He is so tall. He leans down, not touching me, but he is in my space. He is all I can see. All I can smell. That scent. Old books. Winter air. And something else. Something that calls to me. I have been having dreams, he whispers, his voice raw. For a year. Every night. The same dream. I am in a forest, and I am following a scent. I am following your scent. I have been looking for you all over the world. I have spent millions. I have turned over entire cities, looking for the woman who smells like cinnamon. He looks at me, and his eyes are not cold stone. They are burning. And I finally find you. And you are on a stage. You are being sold like cattle. In my city. In my territory. To him. The rage in his voice is terrifying. It is a new hot power. I bought you, Lila, he says, and he says my name. He knows my name. I bought you to save your life. But I was not saving you for you. I was saving you for me. He reaches out slowly. He does not take the statue. He touches my face. His fingers are warm. He runs his thumb over my cheek, wiping away a tear. I was not keeping you a prisoner, he says, his voice broken. I was trying to keep you safe. From Dimitri. From the syndicate. And from myself. I am not breathing. Why? I whisper. He closes his eyes. Because, Lila, I am your fated mate. The bronze statue slips from my fingers. It hits the plush carpet with a soft, muffled thud. And you, he says, opening his eyes. The fire is still there. You are mine. Chapter 3. The words hang in the air, heavy and fragile. You are mine. He says it like a fact. Like the sky is blue. Like the city lights 1,000 feet below us are burning. My fated mate. The idea is so big it has no room to fit in my head. Mates were a thing of stories. A fairy tale. For an omega like me, you were promised, or given, or sold. You are not fated. No, I whisper. The word has no strength. That's not. I'm not. You are, he says. His voice is rough. His thumb is still tracing the line of my jaw, and my skin is on fire where he touches me. I am an alpha of the Cole bloodline. We are different. We do not just find our mates. We dream them. For 1 year, I have dreamed of your scent. Cinnamon and something I cannot name. Something like hope. His eyes are full of a pain I do not understand. A deep, ancient loneliness. I searched everywhere, he says, his voice dropping. I used all the resources of the Cole Group. I hired private investigators. I tracked down leads in 3 different countries. I thought I was going mad. Who is this woman who haunts my sleep? And why can I not find her? He pulls his hand back, as if my skin burns him. He turns away from me and walks to the cracked balcony door, his back a rigid line of control. And then I get a call, he says, staring at the shattered glass. A whisper from an informant. The syndicate has a new, high-value omega. One they are keeping for a special client. One they are auctioning. I go to stop it. I go to end it. It is my city. I do not allow trafficking in my territory. He clenches his fists. And I walk in. And the auctioneer is talking. And then, you walk onto the stage. He turns back to me. His face is a storm. You. In that light. With that scent. My dream. My Lila. And they were selling you. The rage is back, cold and sharp. I did not plan to buy you, Lila. I planned to burn that building to the ground with everyone in it. I planned to start a war. Why didn't you? I ask, my voice small. Because of him, he snaps. Dmitry Ivanov. He was there. I saw him. If I had started a war, he would have grabbed you in the chaos. And he would have disappeared. The man you were promised to. My blood runs cold. I was never promised to him. It was a debt. My father. It doesn't matter, Vincent says, waving it away. To them, you were his property. If I had stormed the stage, they would have seen me as the aggressor. The thief. So I had to play their game. I had to buy what was already mine. He bought me for $20 million. He bought me to stop a war. He bought me because he knew me. This is too much. I sink onto the edge of the bed, my legs giving out. So what now? I whisper. You bought me. I am here. Am I your mate? Does that mean I am yours? He watches me, and the fire in his eyes softens. The anger fades, replaced by that same, deep, aching loneliness. No, he says, and the word shocks me. He walks over and sits, not on the bed, but on the armchair across from me. He leans forward, his hands linked between his knees. He is no longer the king. He is just a man. A very powerful, very dangerous man. Lila, he says, his voice low and steady. I will never lie to you. So you must listen. The bond, it is real. I feel it. It is pulling me toward you right now, and it is taking every ounce of my control not to claim you. Not to throw you over my shoulder and lock you away from the world. I flinch. He sees it. But that is the wolf in me, he says quickly. The alpha. The man is something else. I do not want a promised bride. I do not want a slave. And I will not be the man who keeps his fated mate in a locked room. But the door was locked, I say. Yes, he says, and he looks ashamed. It was. Mrs. Stone is from the old world. She sees you as a weakness. A new acquisition. I gave her orders to keep you safe. She heard, keep her contained. He scrubs his face with his hands. She has been reprimanded. It will not happen again. He looks up, and his eyes are pleading. It is the last thing I expected to see. Lila, I bought you to save you. But I locked you in here because I was a coward. I was afraid. Not of Dmitry. Not of the syndicate. I was afraid of this. Of you. He stands up and starts to pace, his energy too big for the room. I run a global empire. I command armies. I break men. I do not feel. I do not love. The coal men, we are not good at it. It makes us weak. So you don't want me, I say, and my heart, which I thought was dead, gives a small, painful twist. He stops pacing. He looks at me, and his expression is so raw it hurts to see. I want you so much I cannot breathe, he whispers. I want you in a way that is violent. I want to burn the world down to keep you safe. I want to build you a palace of gold. I want to hear you laugh. I want to know what you dream about. I want everything. He walks to the glass wall, where the sky is now a soft, golden hour rose. The light hits him, and he looks like that marble god again. But you, he says, not turning, do not know me. You know Alpha Vincent Cole. The monster. The myth. You are terrified. You are a survivor. You are not a mate. Not yet. You are a woman who has been in a cage for weeks. And I will not be another cage. He finally turns to me. So, this is the truth. The doors are unlocked. All of them. You can go anywhere in this penthouse. You can eat what you want. You can read what you want. You are my guest. A guest, I repeat. A guest, he confirms. But I am asking you, begging you, not to leave. Not yet. The city is not safe. Dmitry is furious. He does not see you as a person, he sees you as a possession I stole. He will stop at nothing to get you back, just to spite me. The syndicate is in tatters because I just exposed their private auction, but they are still dangerous. You are safe only here. He holds out his hand. Not to me, but to the room. Stay, Lila. Stay here. Not as my prisoner. Not even as my mate. But as my ally. Let me protect you. And let me get to know you. He wants to know me? Not item 27. Not the Omega. Me. I stand up. I am still shaking, but the rage is gone. The terror is fading. In its place is something new. Something warm. I start. I don't know who to trust. Good, he says, with a small, sad smile. Do not trust me. Trust my actions. From now on, I will not lock you in. I will not hide from you. And I will not touch you again. He pauses. Not until you ask me to. He walks to the door. He stops, his hand on the handle. The doors will all be open, Lila, he says, looking back at me. But I will have my guards follow you. Not to control you, but to protect you. Is that acceptable? I nod. It is more than acceptable. It is considerate. Good, he says. Now, I am going to have that cracked door fixed. And I believe I owe you a new statue. He leaves. The door clicks open. And it stays open. I stand in the room, the golden light of the morning washing over me. The cage is open. I am free to stay. I walk over to the broken balcony door. I look at my reflection in the cracked glass. I see a girl in silk pajamas, her hair a mess, her eyes wide. But for the first time in a very long time, I am not afraid. I am curious. I am curious about the man who dreams of cinnamon. I am curious about the monster who just asked for my permission. I walk out of the room. I walk down the floating staircase. And for the first time, I enter the lion's den. Chapter 4. The penthouse is silent. I stand at the bottom of the floating staircase, my bare feet on the cold, polished marble. The living room is vast, a canyon of glass and steel. The morning sun pours in, lighting up the dust motes dancing in the air. He is gone. A part of me, the part that has been running for 5 years, is relieved. Another, newer part, is disappointed. She is awake. I spin around. Mrs. Stone is standing in the archway of the kitchen, a silver tray in her hand. Her face is as severe as ever, but her eyes are different. They are assessing. The Alpha left instructions, she says, her voice clipped. You are to have full run of the penthouse. Your incident last night has been forgiven. It was not an incident, I say, my voice stronger than I expected. It was a protest. Mrs. Stone almost smiles. It is a tiny, terrifying twitch of her lips. Yes, I suppose it was. He is in his office. Downtown. He will not be back until evening. He has business to attend to. Her tone tells me his business is the kind that involves shouting and threats and breaking men. The business of Dmitry Ivanov. He also left this, she says. She steps aside. Leaning against the wall is a long cardboard box. I walk over and open it. Inside, nestled in white tissue paper, is a new, heavy, bronze statue. It is not a wolf. It is a bird. A hawk, its wings spread wide, just about to take flight. A message. My chest feels tight. He is a monster. He is a king. He is a man who breaks things. And he just gave me wings. I see, I say, my voice thick. Indeed, Mrs. Stone says. Now, will you be wanting breakfast? The next 2 days are a new kind of prison. An open one. I am no longer locked in my room. I am locked in the penthouse. As he promised, every door is open. I explore. I find his library not a small room, but a 2-story cavern of books, all dark wood and leather. I find a gym that looks like it belongs to a team of superheroes. I find a screening room, a wine cellar, and a kitchen that would make a 5-star chef weep. And I am alone in all of it. The guards are there. I see them. They are shadows. When I walk to the kitchen, a man in a dark suit is suddenly standing by the elevator. When I go to the library, another is reading a newspaper in the living room. They are silent. They are professional. They are my protectors. They are my jailers. Vincent, as promised, does not touch me. He does not see me. He comes home late, long after I have gone to my room. I hear him. The ding of the elevator, the heavy footsteps, the clink of a glass. I lie in my bed, my door wide open, and I listen to him breathe. I listen to him exist. I am a ghost in his house, and he is a ghost in mine. We are two lonely creatures, circling each other in a glass cage. On the third day, I cannot take the silence anymore. I am in the kitchen making toast. I have learned where the bread is, how the high-tech, terrifying toaster works. The elevator dings. It is not evening. It is 3 p.m. He walks in. He does not see me at first. He is walking to the bar, stripping off his jacket. He looks tired. No, not tired. He looks furious. A problem, he says to the air. What? I ask. He freezes. He turns slowly. He did not know I was here. Lila, he says. My name is a surprise on his lips. He is wearing a blue suit, but his tie is gone, and the top 2 buttons of his shirt are open. There is a small, dark red stain on his collar. My eyes fix on it. You're bleeding, I whisper. He looks down. No, not my blood. He walks past me to the sink, turns on the water, and splashes it on his face. He scrubs at the spot on his collar. It does not come out. Trouble at the office? I ask, my voice trembling. I am trying to sound casual. I am failing. He turns off the water and leans against the counter, looking at me. His gaze is heavy. You could say that, he says. Dmitry Ivanov has, formally, protested my acquisition of you. Protested? I say. What does that mean? Like, he filed a complaint. Vincent laughs, that same, sharp, bitter laugh. Not exactly. He sent a message. He tried to blow up my car. My blood turns to ice. The toast in my hand feels like a rock. What? This morning, as I was leaving the garage, a pressure plate bomb. My security team is very good. They caught it. We disarmed the operative. His eyes are dark. Not my blood. They are questioning him now, Vincent continues, his voice casual, as if he is discussing the weather. He will tell us what he knows. And then, Dmitry will receive a message in return. I am standing in a sun-drenched kitchen, and we are talking about car bombs and torture. He tried to kill you, I whisper, horrified. He tried to warn me, Vincent corrects. If he had wanted me dead, he would have used a sniper. This was political. He is testing my defenses. He is showing the syndicate that I am vulnerable. Because of me, I say. It is not a question. Because you are mine, he snaps, and the alpha is back, his eyes flashing. He is trying to take what is mine. He thinks you are a thing. A prize. He does not understand. He does not know. He takes a step toward me. He does not know that I would let the whole coal group burn to the ground, as long as I could stand in the ashes with you. The intensity of his words hits me, a physical blow. He is a king. And he is willing to lose his kingdom for me. Vincent, I say, and his name feels strange on my tongue. This is insane. He's going to keep coming. You can't protect me forever. I can, he says. It is a simple, deadly promise. I am the only one who can. But what? But I do not want to protect you, Lila. I want to unleash you. I have no idea what he means. He gestures to the toast in my hand. Are you going to eat that? I look down. I don't know. Good, he says. I hate toast. Come with me. He walks out of the kitchen. I, once again, follow. He leads me, not to the library, not to the gym, but to his office. I did not even know he had one in the penthouse. It is not what I expected. There is a huge, dark desk. There are screens on the wall. But one whole side of the room is a mess. It is covered in corkboards. They are pinned with maps, with photos, with names. It is a war room. This, he says, is the syndicate. This is what I have been hunting for 5 years. Before I ever dreamed of you. He points to a photo. A man with a cold, smiling face. Andre, the recruiter. He finds the lost. Runaways. Girls in debt. He points to another. Boris, the transporter. He moves the cargo. He points to a third. A man I recognize. A man who was at the auction bidding. Dmitry Ivanov, Vincent says, his voice full of venom. The client. Or so I thought. He walks to his desk and picks up a file. The man my team. Disarmed, this morning was very talkative, Vincent says. He gave us a new name. A new piece of the puzzle. He turns to me. Dmitry was not just a client, Lila. He was a partner. He wasn't just promised you. He was selling you. He was a part of the trafficking ring. The room spins. The man I was promised to was one of my jailers. But why? I ask. Why would he be at the auction? Why would he bid against you if he was already a partner? Because I was there, Vincent says, a slow, cold smile spreading across his face. He knew I was there to break them. He had to bid. He had to look like a legitimate, angry client who had been wronged. He was acting. He was trying to hide his tracks. Vincent throws the file onto the desk. But he made a mistake, Vincent says. He tried to blow up my car. And now, I am going to destroy him. I am going to tear his entire organization apart, piece by piece. He is a storm. He is a hurricane of controlled rage. And I am in the eye of it. Why are you telling me this? I ask. He turns to me. The fire in his eyes is gone. He just looks tired and determined. Because you were not the only one in a cage, Lila, he says. I have been in one too. A cage of revenge. I have been hunting these men. But I was hunting them in the dark. He gestures to the boards. But you were inside. You were in their holding pens. You saw their faces. You know their methods. He looks at me, and his gaze is no longer that of a mate, or a king, or a monster. It is the look of a partner. I am going to war, Lila, he says, his voice quiet. And I cannot. I will not ask you to fight. You have survived enough. You can stay here. You can be safe. I will burn them all down, and I will come back to you. He pauses. Or what? I whisper. Or, you can help me. You can help me burn them to the ground. He is offering me a choice. Not as a prisoner. Not as a pet. He is offering me revenge. I look at the board. I see the faces of the men who stole my life. The men who put me in that red silk dress. The fear is gone. The hollow ache is gone. In its place is the rage. My rage. The rage that I have earned. I walk to the board. I look at the face of Andre, the recruiter. I know him, I whisper. Vincent is by my side in an instant. What? I know him, I say, my voice stronger. He has a mark. A tattoo. A snake, eating its own tail. On his left wrist. Vincent stares at me. And, I say, my memory sparking. He was afraid of water. He would never get on a boat. Boris always complained about it. He had to move cargo over the bridge because Andre was too soft. A slow, dangerous smile spreads across Vincent's face. The BNT, he whispers. The bridges and tunnels. He's not using the ports. He's using the roads. He looks at me, and the admiration in his eyes is a new kind of warmth. It is better than the golden light. You are not a victim, Lila, he says, his voice full of a new respect. You are a weapon. No, I say, turning to face him. I am not a weapon. I look him in the eye. I am your partner. Chapter 5. Partner. I say the word, and the air in the war room changes. It cracks with a new, electric energy. Vincent looks at me for a long, silent moment. His eyes are not just burning, they are learning me. He is seeing past item 27, past the Omega, past the dream. He is seeing Lila. And he is not just admiring. He is impressed. A partner, he repeats. He nods, a slow, deliberate motion. Good. A partner has access. He walks to his desk. He is no longer the tired, angry man who walked in. He is energized. He is the alpha in his element. Then you should know what we are truly up against, he says. He taps a key on his black glass phone. One of the massive screens on the wall flickers to life. It is not a map. It is a video. What is this? I ask, stepping closer. This, he says, is what happened after the auction. My team detained the auctioneer, Mr. Sallows. We had a conversation about his clientele. The video is dark grainy. It is a security feed from the auction house, but from a different angle. It shows the main hall, empty. The auction was a front, Vincent explains, his voice a low, cold river. The real business happens after. Sallows kept a private ledger for his most exclusive clients. He fast-forwards the video. The room is still empty. This is the council. The council. The men who run the syndicate. They are not just traffickers. They are old. Old money. Old bloodlines. They're alphas from the founding families of this city. The traffic, it's just a perk of their power. It's a way for them to trade in what cannot be bought. Favors. Secrets. Omegas. My stomach clenches. This is bigger than I thought. This is not just a crew of criminals. This is the city. Dmitry Ivanov, Vincent continues, was not just a partner. He was an initiate. He was trying to join the council. And you, Lila? He looks at me. You were his buy-in. He was going to gift you to the council to prove his loyalty. The sickness that rises in my throat is hot and acidic. I was not just a possession. I was a party favor. He had to get you back, Vincent says. When I took you, I didn't just steal his property. I stole his entire future. I humiliated him. I made him look weak. And in their world, weakness is a death sentence. So he tried to kill you, I say, my voice hollow. He tried to impress them, Vincent corrects. He was cleaning up his own mess. If he could take me out, the alpha who broke the auction, he would be a hero to them. He would be in. He turns off the screen. The room is plunged back into the warm, golden light of the afternoon. This is the war, Lila, he says quietly. It is not just Dmitry. It is all of them. The council. They have been in the shadows for 100 years. And I am going to expose them. How? I whisper. They are ghosts. They are ghosts who bleed, he says. And they are ghosts who have a meeting. A council meeting. Tomorrow night. They are meeting to decide what to do about me. About the coal problem. About the alpha who broke their favorite toy. And about Dmitry, I say, understanding. And about Dmitry, Vincent agrees. He will be there. He will be pleading his case. He will be promising them my head on a platter. He walks over to me. He is close. That scent. Winter air. Steel. And we, he says, are going to crash the party. My heart stops. What? We? You can't. They will kill you on sight. They will try, he says. But I will not be going in as Vincent Cole, the alpha. I will be going in as a guest. My family, the Coles, we were founding members of this society. Before it became this. He looks away, and for the first time, I hear that shame in his voice again. My great-grandfather, he was one of them. I have an invitation. A standing one. I have never used it. I have despised them. I have hunted them. But I have never joined them. Until now, I say. Until now, he agrees. I will go. I will plead my case. I will tell them I am sorry for the misunderstanding. That I was driven mad by a fated bond. I will ask for their forgiveness. They will never believe you. They will, he says, because I am going to bring them a gift. He smiles. It is a slow, cold, wolfish smile. It is the most terrifying and beautiful thing I have ever seen. Dmitry, he says, has been very careless. Since the car bomb failed, he has been panicked. My team, the ones who talked to the bomb maker, they found his private ledger. The one he keeps separate from the council. The one that proves he was running his own side hustle, skimming from the syndicate. He is going to war. And he is a master. I am going to give the council the man who is stealing from them, Vincent says. And in exchange, I am going to ask for one thing. Me, I whisper. Peace, he corrects. I am going to ask for peace. I will ask them to sanction my purchase. To recognize you as my mate. Not their property. To let us be. In exchange, I will look the other way. As my family has always done. It is a lie. A beautiful, perfect lie. He is going to walk into the nest of snakes. He is going to hand them their enemy. And he is going to pretend to be one of them. And what about me? I ask. Where will I be? He looks at me. The smile is gone. He is serious. You, he says, will be here. In this penthouse. It is a fortress. You will be safer here than anywhere in the world. I will go. I will handle this. And I will come back. I look at him. I see the plan. It is a good plan. It is a smart plan. It is a coward's plan. No, I say. He blinks. No, I say, my voice shaking, but my heart is strong. You said I was your partner. Not a weakness. Not a prize. A partner. Lila, he says, his voice a warning. You're going to walk in there, I say, and you're going to give them Dimitri. And they're going to test you. They are going to want to see me. The thing that drove the mad alpha. The omega that broke the cold bloodline. They're not going to believe you unless they see me. He is shaking his head. Absolutely not. It is too dangerous. They are animals. And I say, am the one who has lived in their cage. I know them. I know their smell. I know their faces. You are just a name to them. A myth. But I am their failure. I am the one who got away. I am the one who was bought by the legend. They do not fear you, Vincent. They hate you. But me? I take a step closer. I am not afraid of him. Not anymore. I am the one they fear. Because I am the one who knows their secrets. I look at the board. The face of Andre. The face of Boris. You are going to walk in there, I say, with your gift of Dimitri. And I am going to be your proof. I am going to be the Omega who is not afraid. I am going to be the one who looks the council in the eye, and I am going to name them. Vincent is staring at me, his face pale. Lila, they will kill you. They will kill us both. They will try, I say, using his own word. But they will not be expecting us together. You, the Alpha King, and me, the Omega who knows. I put my hand on his arm. His muscles are rock hard. The spark, the bond, it is there. It is a jolt of pure power. I am not a victim, Vincent, I whisper. I am not a girl in a silk dress. I am not a thing to be hidden and protected. I look him in the eye. I am your mate. And it is time for you to unleash me. He searches my face for a long time. He is looking for fear. For weakness. He finds none. The council, he says, his voice hoarse, is at a lodge. In the Hamptons. It is neutral ground. Sacred. No weapons are allowed inside. Good, I say. You will be tested, he warns. They will try to claim you. To show me that I am weak. Let them try, I say. He leans in. His forehead touches mine. He is not touching me, but he is holding me. Tomorrow night, he whispers, we will end this. Or they will end us. We will end this, I promise. He closes his eyes. They will ask you to serve. To pour the wine. As an Omega. To show your place. I know, I say. And what will you do, he asks. I pull back. I give him a slow, cold smile. The same one he gave me. The wolfish one. I will pour the wine, I say. And I will. Accidentally, spill it. On the real ledgers. The ones you are going to find while you are apologizing. His eyes go wide. He thought he was the master. He thought he was the king. He is about to find out what his queen is made of. Chapter 6. The lodge is not a lodge. It is a temple. It is hidden in the deep, ancient woods of the Hamptons, a place the world has forgotten. Built of dark stone and old-growth timber, it smells of wood smoke, pine, and a power so old it feels heavy in the air. There are no electric lights. The path is lit by gas lamps, their golden flames flickering in the cold November night. "No weapons, Mr. Cole," a voice says from the shadows. A man in a simple, dark robe steps out. He is not a guard, he is a priest, and his eyes are cold. Vincent, looking like a king in his black, custom-tailored suit, raises his hands to show he is clean. "I am as invited," he says, his voice formal. The priest's eyes move to me. I am not the girl in red silk. Mrs. Stone has dressed me for this part. A simple, high-necked, long-sleeved gown of midnight blue. My hair is pulled back. I am respectable, demure, and a complete lie. The priest sniffs. "Omegas do not attend." "She is not attending," Vincent says, his voice like ice. He places his hand on the small of my back, a brand of ownership for the priest to see. "She is an offering. A show of my good faith. The madness that caused my transgression. I have brought her to beg for the council's wisdom, to show them she is tamed." His touch is a lie, too. Under his palm, where no one can see, his fingers are tapping a fast, rhythmic beat against my dress. "Are you ready?" I keep my eyes down, just as I was trained, and give a small, submissive nod. I was born ready. The priest nods. The council waits. He leads us inside. The lodge is one massive, circular room with a great fire burning in the center. Around it, in high-backed, carved wooden chairs, sit the ghosts. 12 of them. The council. They are old men in expensive suits, their faces like wrinkled leather. They are the founding families, the alphas who secretly rule the city. The air is so thick with their power it is hard to breathe. At the far end, kneeling on the stone floor, is Dmitry Ivanov. His hands are bound, his face a ruin. He has been questioned. Standing beside him is Andre, the recruiter. Vincent Cole, a man at the head of the circle, says, "You are late. And you have brought luggage." His eyes rake over me with disgust. "Chairman Thorne," Vincent says, bowing his head just enough. "I have sinned against this council. I was mad, driven by the bond." He gently shoves me forward, and I stumble into the firelight. I took what was not mine. I broke the rules. I humiliated an initiate. He looks at Dmitry, who spits on the floor. "I have corrected this," Vincent continues. "I have brought you the real traitor. The man who was skimming from you. The man who used the syndicate's good name for his own profit." He gestures to Dmitry. "He lied to you all. He was the trafficker. And I have proof." He throws a small, black drive onto a table. His ledgers. Every transaction. Every betrayal. Thorne looks at the drive, but not at Andre. And him. "This is it. This," Vincent says, his voice full of false respect, "is the real reason I am here. This vermin, Andre, was Dmitry's man. He ran the operation. And he has agreed to tell you everything in exchange for his life." Andre steps forward. "It is true, Mr. Thorne. Dmitry made me. He stole from you all. He sold Omegas to outsiders. It's a perfect, beautiful lie. Andre isn't Dmitry's man. He's Vincent's." The bomb maker gave up Andre, and Vincent, like a master, turned him. Thorne looks at the kneeling Dmitry. "You have nothing to say?" Dmitry just laughs, a wet, broken sound. "You idiots, he is playing you all. Cole, he—" Silence. Thorne snaps. 2 guards grab Dmitry and drag him from the room. The council is silent, processing. "You have done us a service, Mr. Cole," Thorne finally says. "You have cleansed the house." "I live to serve the council," Vincent replies, smooth as silk. "And her?" Thorne's cold eyes land on me. "She is the bond that drove you to this? She is yours." "She is." Thorne smiles, a cold, reptilian smile. "Good. Then she will serve." The wine. He gestures to a dark corner. A silver tray. A crystal decanter. This is the test. I keep my eyes down. I walk to the tray. My hands are shaking, but not from fear. From rage. I pick up the heavy tray. I walk to Thorn. I pour the dark red wine. Good, he says. You learn. I move to the next man. And the next. I am the Omega. I am serving. I am also counting. I am listening. I get to the 8th man. He smells wrong. He smells like old, dusty power. He smells familiar. Like the man my father owed his debt to. What is your name, child? He asks, his voice a dry rasp. Lila, I whisper. Lila, he repeats. A pretty name. He looks up, and my blood turns to ice. I know him. He is not my father, but he is the shadow from my past. He is the broker. The man who sold me. He is the true head of the snake. I stumble. The tray tilts. The dark red wine spills, splashing all over the table, all over the private papers in front of him. His real ledger. No, he shouts, his voice no longer old, but strong and furious. Clumsy bitch. He hits me. An open-handed slap that cracks across the silent room. I fall to the stone floor. The room explodes. No, it is not a word. It is a roar. A primal sound from the dawn of time. Vincent is no longer a man. He is a blur. He is on the broker in an instant. The crack of bone echoes in the hall as he hits him. The broker falls. The room is chaos. Guards are coming. Vincent. I scream. He turns. His eyes are black. All black. The wolf is here. He snarls. Lila, he whispers, fighting it. Run. No, I say. I stand up, my face stinging. I look at Thorn. He is the traitor. He sold me. He ran it all. Thorn looks at the broker on the floor. He looks at the wine-soaked papers. The wine is dissolving the ink, revealing new numbers underneath. Invisible ink. It was a trap. Vincent knew. He knew I would recognize him. He didn't use me. He trusted me. Thorn stands. Seize him, he says, pointing at the broker. And them, a guard asks, pointing at us. Thorn looks at Vincent, who is slowly, very slowly, pulling his wolf back. He looks at me. They are guests, Thorn says, his voice final. They have cleansed the house. Welcome back to the family, Mr. Cole. Vincent looks at me. His eyes are clear. And you? I ask, leaning my head back on his shoulder. Are you happy? He is quiet for a long moment. He presses his forehead against mine. I am at peace, he whispers. The council is broken. Thorn is in prison. The broker is gone. The syndicate is ashes. And us? I ask. He pulls back to look at me, his eyes clear and full of a love that still takes my breath away. We are fated, he says. We are partners, I correct. He laughs, a real, full laugh that the ocean breeze carries away. Yes, we are. He kisses me. It is not a claim. It is not a purchase. It is a promise. It is home. And we are at the end. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. What was your favorite part? Did your heart stop when Lila spilled the wine? Did you realize that Vincent was using her as his secret weapon? What did you think of the council? Please tell me everything in the comments. I read every single one. And if you love the story, please hit that like button and subscribe. My channel is still young and trying to grow. Your subscription is everything. It tells me that you want more stories like this. It means the world to me. Thank you so much for your support. I will see you in the next interesting story.